If you have ever typed "cry it out" into a search bar at 2 in the morning, you have probably also felt two things at the same time: desperate for sleep and terrified you are about to damage your baby forever. And the internet loves that combo because fear clicks. Hello, I'm Treasure, and I help exhausted, overwhelmed parents cut through the noise and build sleep that actually fits their baby in their real life. Let's clear up the biggest relief first. Your baby crying at bedtime does not automatically mean you did cry it out. Crying is a communication tool, not a label for your parenting. By the way, if you want a calm plan you can follow without spiraling, download my free guide, The Modern Parent Sleep Roadmap. The link is in the video description and on the screen. Now let's start with what cry it out actually is. In the strictest sense, it is a sleep training method where you put your baby down, awake, and you do not go back in to respond with your usual soothing until a planned time like morning or a scheduled feed. It is not, "I let my baby fuss for a minute." It is not, "I did checks." It is not, "My baby cried in the car seat, so I guess I did cry it out." Those are completely different situations. Here's what it is not, because this is where parents get mentally wrecked. It is not ignoring hunger, illness, or real needs. It is not leaving a baby in an unsafe sleep setup. It is not doing it with a newborn. And it is not lock the door, put in headphones, and vanish for 12 hours. That version is internet horror storytelling, and I need you to stop using it to judge yourself. So why do people even do it? Because it can work quickly for some babies, especially when the biggest problem is a strong sleep onset association, like needing rocking, bouncing, or feeding every single time they connect a sleep cycle. And because parents are not robots, you are tired, you have work, you have a brain that needs rest, and you are allowed to want sleep without feeling like a villain. Now let's talk about the part everyone actually cares about. Is cry it out harmful? The honest answer is this: for many healthy babies, when it is done thoughtfully, consistently, and at an appropriate age, it is not the automatic attachment disaster the internet makes it sound like. Attachment is built all day long through warm, responsive caregiving. Snuggles, play, comfort, feeding, repair after hard moments, and the overall emotional climate of your home. One hard bedtime does not erase a loving relationship, and I am saying that because some of you need permission to breathe again. But, and this matters, it is also not the right fit for every baby or every family. Some babies have a more intense temperament. Some are more sensitive to sensory input. Some families have a history of anxiety, postpartum mood struggles, or trauma that makes prolonged crying feel unbearable. And if the method wrecks you, it will be hard to stay consistent. And inconsistency is what turns bedtime into a nightly stress festival. So here's the calm reframe. Cry it out is one option on a menu. It is not the menu. There are a few common patterns that make families think they have to do cry it out when they do not. One is schedule chaos. If bedtime is landing when your baby is wildly overtired or not tired enough, you can do the best method on earth and still get lots of crying. Another is accidental mixed messages. You put baby down, they protest. You go in, you pick up, you rock, you put down, you repeat, and now your baby is not learning sleep. They are learning that bedtime is a negotiation that might last 90 minutes. And the third is that the soothing is doing too much work. If baby always falls asleep in arms, they may wake between cycles and panic because everything changed. That is not manipulation. That is a tiny human brain noticing, wait, this is different, and asking for the only tool they have. Now let's talk about what helps starting tonight without you needing to become a completely different person. Start with the fewest moves plan. The goal is not perfection, the goal is momentum. Get bedtime timing close enough that your baby is tired but not crashing. If bedtime has been sliding later and later, or naps are a mess, fix the timing first before you judge any sleep training method. Then make the first 10 minutes of bedtime predictable. Same order, same cues, same calm energy. This is not about aesthetic routines. It is about your baby's nervous system recognizing the pattern. Next, decide what you are actually changing. If you are removing rocking or feeding to sleep, expect some protest. There is no magical method where change happens with zero feelings. If someone sold you no crying sleep training, I have a bridge, and it comes with a course and a payment plan. So instead of promising no tears, pick a response style you can do consistently. One gentle alternative is gradual fading. You keep your presence, but you slowly reduce how much help you give. Less rocking, then rocking until calm, then hands-on in the crib, then just your voice. Another option is time checks. You give baby a chance to settle, you check briefly, you keep it boring and consistent, and you do not accidentally turn checks into a full reset. Another option is camping out, where you stay nearby and slowly move farther away over time. This can be especially helpful for babies and toddlers who get more upset when you fully disappear. And sometimes the alternative is not a method at all. Sometimes it is fixing the hidden root issue, like a too late last nap, too much daytime sleep, too little daytime sleep, or an environment that is basically a nightclub at 5 in the morning. Now, let me say the quiet part out loud. Parents often choose cry it out because they feel like they have already tried the gentle stuff. But what they often tried was gentle plus inconsistent plus a wobbly schedule plus a baby who is overtired. That is not a fair test of any approach. If you want a decision filter that removes the guilt, ask yourself this: can I do this consistently for several nights without becoming emotionally undone? Does it match my baby's temperament? Does it match my values? And does it protect my ability to be a stable, present parent in the daytime? Because your baby needs you regulated more than they need you martyring yourself at night. Here's when I'd stop guessing and get extra support. If your baby is very young, not gaining weight well, has feeding concerns, breathing issues during sleep, severe reflux symptoms, frequent vomiting, persistent fever, or you suspect pain, you start with your pediatrician. If your baby's crying sounds unusual, you see signs of dehydration, or your gut says, this is not normal, listen to that. And if you are feeling ragey, panicky, numb, or like you might break, that is not you being dramatic. That is sleep deprivation plus stress, and you deserve support. You can love your baby and still need help. Now here's the part I want you to remember when the comment section gets loud. A method does not make you a good parent or a bad parent. Your consistency, your attunement, and your overall care do. I have a master's in social work, I'm a certified pediatric sleep consultant, and I'm the CEO of Rested and Renewed Pediatric Sleep Consulting. If you want a plan that matches your baby's wiring and your real schedule, you can book a consult and we'll build it together. And if you are not ready to book, start with my free sleep roadmap in the description and on the screen. Okay, let's bring this home with a calm bottom line. Cry it out is a specific method. It is not every moment of crying. It can work for some families and it can feel like the wrong fit for others, and you have more options than the internet makes it seem. If this already lowered your guilt even a little, the next video is where your nights start making sense, because it helps you spot the hidden reason sleep keeps falling apart even when you feel like you are doing everything right. Tap the screen to watch my next video.
Before you go, download Treasure's free guide, hit subscribe, and watch the next one. You'll be so glad you did.